Okay, Mr. President, just to be clear on this, tonight you have mentioned my fellow countrymen and women.
Yes.
On many occasions.
Yes.
Your fellow countrymen and women, the Kenyan people, want to understand why the government has locked out the media in Shakahola. Question number 2, because the media has been locked out, your fellow countrymen and women want questions answered. Because you're the commander-in-chief and you get raw intelligence and briefings every morning here at State House. What exactly is the true picture of Shakahola?
If it was meant for the media, you know, Abdi, even if you went to Shakahola, would you go and film the graves and bodies that are disintegrated and take it to the people of Kenya? Would you do that as a responsible journalist?
There are ethics that guide us. We can't do that.
Yes.
But why the blanket?
There is absolutely
media blackout?
There is absolutely the scene that is there is not a scene to report. Yeah, the scene that is there is not a scene to report. And my friend, what would be there to hide about graves and dead people? Surely.
Tell us the true picture now. Because you get the intelligence, isn't it?
I get the intelligence.
And you label yourself as
but do you know why there is intelligence?
Yes.
There is intelligence because there is a limit as to how far you can go with intelligence. If intelligence was meant for the media, it wouldn't be intelligence.
Okay, not the media per se. It's the Kenyan people who want answers.
But you are the media.
Hang on, Mr. President.
There is a way I am going to communicate to the Kenyan people when the time comes.
It's through us, the professionals in the media. That's why here we are tonight. You speak to the Kenyan people about a raft of issues. Now, the Kenyan people want to understand the concerns that they have about Shakahola. Can't you tell them, the sovereign people of the Republic of Kenya, about the truth?
When the time comes for me to speak about Shakahola, I will to the people of Kenya.
When is that going to be?
As it is, the people of Kenya will get information from the officers on the ground to the extent that that information can be shared. But it is not fair and it is not right, Abdi, for you to tell me that I come and broadcast intelligence information. You know that's not possible.
Probably,
even if you try how.
Mr. President, I just want to ask you this. You receive intelligence briefs, like my colleague Ayub says. We've seen people in this country being profiled on the basis of their religion. I have to ask you this, Mr. President, and I'm sure Kenyans would want to know. You've admitted that there was some complacency from security organs. Had this been done by another denomination, would we be talking about the same thing?
Yes, we would. I have always refused the blanket condemnation of any religion. That is why when, for example, Alamin Kimathi was profiled and taken to as a terrorist and taken to Uganda, I am the one who went to speak to Museveni because I know Alamin Kimathi. And it is me going to talk to him. And Alamin Kimathi is a Muslim. I received him here at the airport after he was released. Because we must not allow, the same way I will not also agree that this incident is used against all the churches and all the religion. We must treat this, as I said today, as a terrorist, as a criminal, and he bears individual responsibility. But beyond that, because the name of religion has been used, that's why I have taken the extra step to ask religious leaders. We do not want another incident of this nature. So let us speak to ourselves. Let the church, let the religious bodies, let the Muslims sit down as religious leaders and come up with a self-regulation mechanism, the same way you guys in the media have a self-regulation mechanism, so that you avoid, because there are rogue journalists, true or not true?
Yes, they are.
They extort money, they do what, and they are reported to the Media Council, your organization, and their steps are taken, right? So we're asking that should be from where I sit, but I am waiting for their recommendation. If they tell me there is a different way of doing it, I will look at it. That's why